And I know people say, Godson, a dear Kwana, Kofi Adoma, the Afia Swarznegger. Nti asemo ya to na otimi ka say ono obenya kranka Kofi Adoma ewu am so ya asem bi na waresem na esi ye no ono ya bro kwa ade no eno ho nsem ane da so e wa Afia mu ana was net say nam so okay obese wonya sa info ndi aye ni Kofi Adoma interview abro kwa after say okoto Afia so aso ne be ma foforo wodem ena o man chirichiri mu ena anya Afia de say na wo minimum ye nyina yenim ye ho industry ba akum na asem aba that time so Kofi TV blogger bi any ho say so be blog dey and there bi Kofi de ade a wabayere wa bi ni pani pa YouTube no Kofi kwa na man ni e ba ho say the TV asoso TV ono ndi timi Afia na ti say den komo no ekoye as a journalist obusa nipa na on chire mu de esi ya it is the Godson's reaction.
Point 1. People are blaming you, say, why do you have to record your wife and put it on social media? Information out now about war. Say, we go here anymore. Or response.
Look, yes, I did record my wife, but I will never do such a thing, putting my wife on social media. Why not? Obey me approve, we say, my Facebook page, me to Facebook page. No, I don't know anything about the leakage of the video. Yes, I took the video, which the police have a copy, and I sent a copy to Afia's father, and Afia have a copy of the video. So, how can I leak a video? You understand?
Because
I have no idea. And we still investigating, and we will get to the bottom of the situation.
Do you still love Afia?
Bra, ayawa, obey den.
Oh, mommy, answer. What's that? I'm not. No, I broke. They were broke. I can't. I said, Oh, I broke. Come and conclude the interview. I broke.
Listen, I'm human, okay, and if you really have a true love for a woman that you call your wife, and something happened, definitely the love cannot just go away just like that, because I truly love Afia. 100%, I truly love Afia. You understand? And listen, trust me, I will never and ever do such a thing to Afia, in spite of the Odiayemibiano.
Can't you say they could go so?
Bra. Just to get an evidence, because it's something that has been going on all the time, and then when you ask her, she denies it. You understand me? She denies all the time, and her family members think she's an angel, but let me tell you, it's a snake under grass.
But I say Otinifi and Onyashe Kope Jumaye, that is the latest audio about out. Kope Jumaye, or your opportunist. Is that really the case?
Jimmy Sam, because me no nye Ghana na mete South Africa na me Juma. Ghana me ba for a visit. You understand? And you know, me ba na me nye Juma wa Ghana no. That doesn't mean so I don't work. You understand me? So if you are back South Africa on Nabonting, what you say? She sleeps in my house. She's my wife. Emma, if you no crampo, I'm in them. My man spare key. Into so background po say na me if you crampo na me wejumum kra. She can go home, take Uber from the airport, go home, and then relax. You understand me? So I don't know what she's talking about. But well, Afia Swarznegger marry a man that doesn't have money? That's a question you should ask yourself. A woman like that, in the first place, will she marry a man that doesn't work? So, and then secondly, say Afia kase debia me bono with dem bona. Do you think say Afia ye nipe bia say o bona on farm by social media and on taking pictures and all that. Why only after say matching all these statements? Listen, all this thing is bullshit, man. I don't have time for this shit.
But if you know it's something happening, I don't know, I'm finding a way beyond sitting it down than recording her.
Listen, I'm a matured man. I've set Afia down several times. But Afia is not somebody that you can sit down and talk to her. When something comes up as a husband, as a head of the family, you sort it out. So calling your wife sometimes around 4 a.m. Although, sorry, Bibi wo am person no worker. Say no back at you say, they be the same thing. They be the same thing. Me tryna ya okay. Or ba what is ka ware me catch you say me tryna ya okay. What will be your reaction? Huh? No respect. Come on, bro. You don't know. It's not everything that I can tell you.
I wouldn't want you to say everything because you still tell me, say, or your bar. Now, it's not just by way open.
This is wedding.
That is where I was even coming to because I see some time ago. Say,
after the incident, or someone in Namfu for me and son, snap me me mommy. That day incident in see and you may now they snaps me and sabi me be jam mommy and now for I mean bisa o so ya santini o ya Ghana ni na say enya ware crampo na engagement pe crampo na me sure say engagement no mpenimfo na di enim kwaji aware in the same mpenimfo ntena asengu aware a anamfofo gu aware. Thank you.
I know, sir, that one, I say go through the right procedure, no. But house girl, no, yesterday we were on the Casa phone, so we didn't know. Because the rapport was just too fluid. But saying,
if I'm not a bad guy, I respect each and every one that I come across. And because of my nature, no, people that I come across, they like me. I don't have any bad intentions. You understand? The fact say, or you're made, that doesn't mean say I must treat her anyhow and talk to her anyhow. You understand me? So, say, onim say, it's made him say, enjoy our rear. Into kwana abana me free fee. Say, listen here, minko baby, na into kwana kulu off. Na baby am fufura ba fie wa. I mean, what wrong did she do by informing me? Okay. You understand me?
That means made a hand say something like that was happening.
Of course, definitely, yes. A hand. Because I mean, come on. Why is it that if you know, say if you nim say me made in that the biya onim, why is she only coming out after I caught her with a man in our matrimonial home? On our matrimonial bed, and pa that's so yes sorry ahomachi a bomb pie mopa from 4 a.m. to 5:30 a.m. No, a die dem I a bomb pie. Michia na uni adwuma o na unya adwuma. Not despite you wedi. Me know yet shall come 21 days a dying same dime in a unya adwuma. How can you bring another guy? Yen divorce here problem keke ni yenya na me free fee. Because senior woti and ubufu a yen nyama gidi. What I say? Na me free fee na ma call. Say okay fine. In nyama cool down. Na me membrane into me sorting nyama outer. Is that what you do? What will you have done? Hey, listen here, people kill people for this. So if I meant to harm somebody, do you think say me remuno? Naka many time crambo a video and I say many times say hey kowechi. No. Naka me remuna. If it was real acid, I mean remuna me go almost. I'm not scared because I know the law. You understand? Say me timi fie. Na me wo fie. Na okronfo ba ho. So be kumi and I have a gunner. What will I do? I'll shoot that bastard. Straight. Because it's a self-defense. Me ntina me fie no bi mra emma no me kumi. No. I will not do that. So coming to my house to see another man and then another man to have that boldness to come to another man's matrimonial home on his matrimonial bed to sleep with his wife, then that man must be very bold or he's armed. Into what was I supposed to do? No, I have to have something to also scare them.
In the video, I say Obobosia and the year wedding, and that is also a dent on your image. I don't know how true that is.
Himfana Afia kobo besia. South Africa wedding na a year no. Ahena Afia tuaye. She should go back to her records. Nombrem receipt. Na menkanche na ombrem receipt say na mi tuaye. I'll pay her that money.
No, it still hasn't answered it. Una obo ho kanyina.
I paid for everything. Me na me bo ho kanyina.
South Africa and Ghana dey nyina.
South Africa and Ghana. Ningina.
But
it wasn't, listen, the wedding in South Africa wasn't a big wedding, no. You people that have lived abroad before, they will tell you, even I don't know about Ghana, but when you are having a wedding in a quarter year, you don't spend much. The only time money is involved is at the reception. And I have a big reception. It was just family, friends, and I'm talking about very few friends. Inti ahena Afia etuaye. Ahena Afia etuaye. Say or the ye meme ho ade. Na wo tumi gina park le ka say wo na wo do. Enya wo na wagimi.
And like I say, but Afia ne dey Afia.
O say
Afia ne dey Afia.
Afia no. Or Afia to Afia, yes, it was an old house. And I help her renovate the house. Yes.
Okay, that means enye kra se na okapre nim kra so
100%.
One
Misika wom.
If Afia says na ye ne mpa so no da, fi se mpa no na de ne sika to ya, what will you say? Pana na ho no ehwan dia.
Enkwasi asem. Nkwasi asem pa. Se Afia ba South Africa. No be to say meme ni oba foforo dampe mo a. No be bisa me na me ka kire ne say empa na me na me to ya. How will she feel? We are married. What belongs to me belongs to you. You understand? What is mine is yours. Until that talk is bullshit. Seriously. It's bullshit.
Do you have any advice directly? See, because the videos are so up. And then you may cry live by what advice be the mafia?
I don't want to say anything to Afia. But all I can say is, listen, if you have wronged me, but me, I don't have bad intentions. Several times she knows, say, me catch her and say, I'm ready to forgive her. And I will move on. She must also move on. We go our separate ways. You understand? Any advice that I can give is, before you get married, make sure that you have a very fundamental foundation before you say yes. Otherwise, you'll be fucked up, just like the situation that I'm in now.
That means one way nyamani na urem.
No. Me hu nyama ye. Afia played all nice. Some few months and half in was sesa. Now ba utumi fie anapasa wo kwa adwuma. Obeba fie be say 1 a.m. 2 a.m. wa bo. Ukunu bi ade chena ukunu bisawa. Na won ne ye ntokwa. How can you call this a fucking relationship? Did
you have a girlfriend before you met Afia?
Yes, I had a girlfriend before I met Afia.
And then one worry on another worry Afia. What went into that? I want to know because if you study that, definitely you have to study or know and study this one and do the balancing. What made you choose
one thing? That's the one thing that I regret for making that such a decision, because the woman that I was with before I met Afia was such a pleasant woman. And I'll take this opportunity to say, you know what? Billie Jean, I'm so sorry for making such a stupid decision. You forever remain an angel. Because I thought, I've met an angel. But it was wrong. I was so wrong. I made a very, very, very stupid move that I will always regret for the rest of my life.
So you are now calling it quit, finally?
Yes. Big yes. Capital YES. Yes.
But before then, you were still husband and wife.
Yes. Look, let me tell you, in every relationship, there's problems. Even no crampo original, me sure so no mommy crampo na. Only nya problem. Sometimes mommy what you say. We have problems. So I mean, we come from different backgrounds. We can never be the same. You understand? So the only thing is we have to know how to work our differences out. It's very important. So how do you work differences out if the other person is not ready? It becomes very difficult task to handle. And that is the shit I've been facing at home. You understand? So, yeah, baby crampone, bonnet crampone, yeah. Oh, Charlie, although me, me, say it's acceptable. Me, nipa. Sorry, you mean it. Makes great difference. You understand? But me, I'm I do not waste time on things that I cannot change. You understand? I will not waste my fucking precious time on things that I cannot change. Never.
Man, now got to them on away.
Minim no da.
After I know opie ko ya na say o ye den.
Oh, dwane ye be sin minim bi odwane ko ye.
Wanya bibia o dem o.
Oh, ja ni cell phones ni niam me ma police for. Yeah.
Boxer dey o de ko ye.
Ni boxer dey em so de ko ye.
No, the
me hu ni koti mom, ni koti dey me hu.
Ada na ka be so. Na person ka hu.
Esa me ko ye na odi ntuma kura no hu mi na odi ntuma kura no me hu. That
no kiki o.
Okay.
No shades.
The way I was so fucking mad, I didn't see anything. I just went there. I mean, I was so fucking angry that time. I would never do that. No. I will never do that. I will never harm her. She's a mother of 3. I will never do that. No. I don't have that heart. I can't hurt a fly. You understand? But the me Afia, I've never cheated on her before. Whenever I come to Ghana, I make sure say everything is done. Including even the kitchen. Made me mammy me make me bake cake near there. If you're free Juma bar, now can some catch us oh free Juma bar bread say ma serve na ma sensu na me do na sisim. Dear, what more do you want? What more do you want? I've played my part. I have.
You're romantic about.
Oh, romantic the end there. I'm on for can. And we are a massage. No, 24/7 this is so.
No boy, Juma.
Juma the end we say. Nyankupo mo bia
Yes, much of one ya. Mo boy Juma.
Jawasem.
Medas Abroka, Mammy, Counselor, Abroka messing about, but Mammy, Counselor, and to be. Counselor, quick one on this one. I hear say Waka say a fear dino. You know that only poor man is coming at all. How true is that?
Oh, the truth of the matter is that my clients say President Mamba Emma if we the car. So he sold the car and then also be sourced from motor dino. So they can't deny. President Mama cannot deny the car that he gave to a father and then who bought the car. We have evidence to that effect. We know who bought the house and who contributed. But the most important thing is that, sir, whether dine if you no is their matrimonial home. Into the nikunu wo interest wo fee no and the matrimonial bed won't be defied. So that's the situation.
Okay, that means there is law to that effect.
Oh yeah.
Say you know, the understanding is one. A dino ankasano, a fear there, and panel we say on the toya, na say audio be better so. So the law has something to say to that effect.
Meanwhile, before is if I be worry my clients no. Now on third dining year. But then on third dining year, then it means that in law, say who acquire property during the course of the marriage, the new current Supreme Court decision say your husband have an interest in the matter in the house. And even as of now, you're filing divorce. Now you're court, we will claim an interest in that house. Yes. You mean chimpe? Sana mranete. Na masu budidi yen. Na say unkai odatelamte. Unkai musisata. Yes, please. They say Allah ni say unu oba ware na oye japade. Anaba ma bia unu japade a. Time oye japade no. Mu ja ware a mu chi mu pe. And if one cannot claim that house, it's a matrimonial house. Brown Nikuno bar. Omo no da. Odias odu so South Africa. Or na only kurida. See the two homes in your mama true now away home. And to me, and the friends know they are not divorced. They are not divorced. Oh, yes, yeah. And in law, no, almost your wedding. Now, wedding, no, as you need, what they say, to proceed at the court of competent jurisdiction. Now, your divorce marriage, you know. When so marriage is less than 2 years. And in law, no, as Oko CV, Oko Siki, leave, permission. We court so or divorce or marriage, you know. When you have one year, if I need marriage a divorce certificate, and as we speak right now, if I show me nima, say continue numerous secret so no bema die e yes, because nikunu onyaro ye, and now enumerate ono obama die adultery, because unyano, and a brother can pursue him. Hey, Ghana muntie Ghana you need lobby for the separation. No, there's nothing like separation. And now separating, so it doesn't give you right to have an affair. And unukunu ha until say we divorce or marriage no. Unu kwai say we cheat on no. If you no Ghana don't understand the video no, trending no. Abrakwa, my clients, we don't care how he got the evidence. You can even commit a crime to obtain the evidence. And as I call it fear, no more video no. Now breach your privacy. Now or be more on lottery entry. But on the judges scandal video they buy no. Ya bom say man no. All they say. And that's it. And it say ukru uyiri chiti na uko na utubi video cheating na. Kudos because Ghana fire Ukasa. Omaka said the game is evidence. Oh, what can I say evidence? Because say I brought quite na ohun so bema no ene ofa eda ho. Na what can machimo ashaw na we need evidence bia. E fra beka so bema bia mba hoda. And na bema no sue okokot kaka say okoja ware because e fra chitia bema no ko nim ni din. Only evidence. And your court judge Rebecca say, also yiri chichi on you on this date. But why is the evidence to support? And you know, he didn't do any wrong in obtaining the evidence. And the evidence, obtaining, one, police 4G copy. Me lawyer ampao, me copy. Or they be my father because they father person sampa I didn't see it. Or they say, and the first one copy. Nipa for no, he not a league video no.
What's suspecting why?
So you can't. That's why you can't blame my client. Anybody, any one of us can leak the video, and the answer never come to a conclusion. Say, is the husband in the leak, and how some Ghanaians are judging the whole thing. Say, I black one leak, a leak. No, uko kota. Now okay, judge so leak. And I judge say, that we know who saw leak video. No. Video about the police even can leak the video. Yeah,
The police.
oh, me say, yeah, ni under evidence we what say cocaine dani kukunte. Na Ghana say police ni 1 billion say on for tape ma on for ma. Yes, so and then the same thing, no. Anybody and then if for another video no mind, no. If for the be chebusa for. If for the be friend the busa for some better say. Mo hwe ni amoba efuaye. Enti maybe may not know say we can so ni fama me. No be adabe. Enti how a video no buy no. The police must do thorough investigations. So you dare not take my client to court if you have not done that. And I can tell you before God, a man, we will go on a petition and the fact you know that and yet the so-called government have power. You should know. At NDC time, the power was so powerful. He was resourced. So he could insult another, he could insult Usubempa and other people. He was protected. He dare not do that this time. But rule of law is prevailing. And the police, I'm telling you, I'm sending a note to the police. Someone said they had nude pictures. Someone said yadi obscene pictures to abonti the crime. Monkochi one love kobolo. What I say? Some the Bama da social media. Abondi monkoso ni mu. A lot of social media nonsense, nudity nonsense is going on. The police should go after all of them. Now, bo ada obi sabi. Obi yiri mumu ahi Ghana police for. Ghana police for. Mumu ahi na mumu koto se. Obi famu yiri a. Mube to me aya video recording. Me no ampa. Akekuya a Swarznegger. Akabadi sam my funeral. I would have killed her. Yes. Me yiri when you cheat on me, I will kill you and I will not get my murder. They will reduce it to manslaughter. Yes, because in law, no, it's extreme provocation. Sure? You do yede ya o.
You do yede.
Debi. Because of him.
I don't know who say ya.
Yo. Makoti obi me experience am nya ye no. I work kaswa. Bra bi na wanya ne yire. No ya the wedding. Reception time no. I'm call baby hotel wo. Send na the yire no ex boyfriend. Efi Doma aba high aba bukuru mo ho. Enti no reception no cost no. And a boy no frag again no say, but I mean for the last time. Na me so. Na be to be called back to Doma. Enti I no yet reception na I no catch any could say meba. No bora hotel ho. Okasha room 7. Enti for ya bonum na obiaka I no wa yo. Eso me be floor. I more than 30 minutes I don't buy. And the best man no sorry. No call reception of and say, I for way. My phone is up so Junso. No say you know what down. No say no, and I for no call. No can listen to me. One baby I for no water. I'll go room by room. As a reception can say, Uncle check room 4, 7. I'll call you no. Never far I for no. And I'll buy a back a chair. You couldn't say, I'm messing call. You couldn't in a cheap bang. Oko do no. Now if you know my sex sounds. I say, I tell me that. Nikunu bo mu say kikirim. Ye bu epena nikunu no say Odini no the better say. Ogunu no koye. Up to the boy no e mental. Enti mo amaya mu hypocrisy for Ghana. Na mo nearly abrokwa. Say na no video ye. And you people are hypocrites. And tomuye. I saw for him for the Bejinano. Mubi wa girlfriends cry. Sabi. Eko. Kochitia. What is happening? Mo girlfriends be kochitia. Mo kura mo to be boom gas. Na no. Na a Swarznegger. Akofa bema woni kunechi. No more born about so say one called kneeling the Nikuna is already in pain. The man is in pain. Or when you're emotional pain and trauma. And then maybe say Niji. What I say, and I'm catch tornado. Say, boy no only cells. Now on cause cells da. So far as I remain in this case, my client will never go to cells because any judge who not handle this case will put herself into these shoes. And our police, the people of Ghana, it's not easy to handle a cheating wife. And a father has not even regretted and calling my client's names. If he wants the media gimmicks, we are good at that. But if the police dare and take this case to court, they should get ready. They will go and fish out everybody who is on social media with nude pictures. I'll make sure that is accomplished. Any nude picture, any pornographic material on social media, the police have to chase all of them. The selective justice must stop in this country. That's my call. And then me client to court and court to China.
Charges being so far, more police station.
I'm gonna say assault to Ben. If you don't know ban, if I don't pray, and I'm gonna say obscenity for what? Say leaking sex video. My friend, I think say this matters. No, let's look at it critically. The police, we are petitioning the director of the investigations. We are going up to the Attorney General, and we will take issues up. And this is a very emotional case. If I pen was on pen was a moment and entrance, near can if you ask them, near go our simple. You go out simple, or be anyway. By this kind of prosecution, my client is already dying emotionally, and my client should be applauded, and the crowd should be very thankful. Say, Otinkwemu, any samba na say, what friend say, ombunu hona, who was the kind of who bama papa or bama for fruit Afia and they die, and who use simu. Obi biara, obi biena no. I condemn the client. Oh, you bema. Why say you also you be do yiri sa? You be to yiri na you dino.
That's a case.
Yes, I'm cursing everybody. I'm cursing anybody. He's so sympathizing with Abraham. Say, "Sebi ya fana yiri." Unso da ho sa da udi de work so raba no. Odi say, now over to say ebutu yiri so. That is a curse I'm pronouncing because we must make sure. And a man also me together for man so. Pe man nko. Adoma ko bi chi obi ase so oba ochiti. But so oba ochiti bia oye before.
Baby ochiti bia.
Because so say a man no omu have sex rough. Answer no bab be for the kunochi no wa transfer dwe ho. Na odona sa. Efenso no se bi se fua man no ne da no. Obe se fra man be tumi ekum abrakwa. Because man say man be fie ho. And abrakwa so nim. Ti man ba no de bi betu fie ho a. Ana odi su be group we nsu mu na abrakwa for no mo ya. Odi ase ana man ba ya na man ku etuo na abrakwa ye rough no shoot na. Aka ba se efu atichire abrakwa and na akotopu mu. Because obe so be nyasem. See the man is a dangerous person because who do obedient chira now to be bend the demo house. Obe to kunu. Gana for mo ndwen. So obe to ba mi fie abedam yiri panso uye wudini na yanka sa mo na mutiti so abedia na mo kan sem fro say na wanya ade na why should you record akoko ye recording any killing which they are cool and they are recording. I'm saying Ghana hano we must understand say your friend will be extreme provocation, and I think say my client should be applauded. The man should be awarded. By this time they say you are awarded no. Say the most the best man of the moment. Obama kotuso obi ni yere da. No nya kukudro share no so no video yi. Na we nkum. O dey say because obi wan kabada efu about this amu efu ne ban no kam mo ye ni fun. Enti no me dem my foot me dem man say efu jai social media ni to na do mu jai sanema no enfata mo. My client no is a free person. Onam ene obana mo china ochine che obanam court bi aniwa oba remand no court bi aniwa oba jeli no because nyame di nechi na dia to no ebetuma to obembe bia na da to no so oba bia so or da to ofo say di ukunu empeni or I say and never cheat on your wife. And remember so no you're very careful. Don't condemn the man because and the hypocrisy of Ghanaians must stop.
Counsel George Lutrot. Hey, Ebediano no. Lawyer Morris Empire. No, na George Lutrot here interview. And I now all chess a word and no cry. I'm person bisa broke. I saw baby. No one who say now our name konkosi baby and the possibility say our name between Ejina and Kitwe bi. I'm person bisa broke akra. Okay, I broke baba. So if I try hobra now for me Mr. Broke whether he foresaw say this was going to happen. Okay. Abrokwa finally and na me counselor ba ko din komo Morris me bo Lutrot and my bo Morris and my bo Lutrot Lutrot I just say where the no baby no dey ohun say enche na ware no the possibility say best sustain in the never form. Did you foresee say enche sa?
No, I didn't look into it that way because of the love that I have for Afia. Look, they say, if you lack understanding, you remain under the circumstances of life. Relationship is all about understanding, working out your differences out. And you don't go into a relationship with a perception, say, relationship na any year. Idea or pedie, you do everything that it takes to make it work. That's my principles. You understand? So I didn't look at it that way. And I tried everything that I could to make this thing work, no matter what the situation is. But I'm so sad to say things turns out to be this way.
Finally, your advice to young guys with your experience, what advice will you give?
Look, before you get married to a woman, look, a man, you cannot live without a woman. And God created Adam, and he saw, say, it's not good for a man to live alone. So he created Eve as a helpmate. You understand? If I say helpmate, that doesn't mean, say, your wife is a maid or whatever. I understand marriage is 50-50. Say, ukwe juma, no banon so kwe juma. Now drew fie in tema. You have every right to cook if you know how to cook. So banon so drew fie, you as a woman, you have every right to cook. Guys, before you marry a woman, you have to make sure, say, you guys have a good relationship. The foundation must be very, very solid. It's very, very important because marriage is not a plaything. It's a very, very hard work. So before you make such decision, you must be ready for anything that comes in. You understand? You have to man up and stand as a man to be able to solve everything out. And before you get married, make sure, say, it's a woman that you can have a very good relationship. Why am I saying good relationship? Good relationship is somebody that you can talk to, somebody that you can, a friend, a true friend. But if a woman or a man is not somebody that you can really sit down and sort out your problems and all that, and everything will be out there, do not do it.
Mates, mostly you more protected, madam. But this time we had a mate now or a concern about who. Any advice? Obi kofa made that. Any advice?
Look, mates are not animals. The fact that they are not our siblings, that doesn't mean, say, they are animals. The fact that they and a paper from say they are animals. You treat each and everybody that you come across equal. That's my principles.
They made it's okay with you.
I don't see anything wrong because I see, say, I don't think, say, maid had that perception, say, or per se, Niama say. But me assure say, Nani no, she didn't like it and she meant it for good. But unfortunately, things turn out to be this way. And I'm sure she's a bit disappointed. She didn't give information because she wanted things to get to this point. She gave information so that we can work things out. That's what I think.
Abrakwa, thanks for your time. Counselor, lawyer Morris Ampao.
Enyumre yi obi a okoda obi gidi echi. Nyame nsizi ubema. Amen. Na wa hwe ye so na kam.
Prophet.
Ena oba bia so wa odwin se enyumre yi ko chiti no usisi enchia. Amen. Mema yentra ye no saa na mansu ndi kom ni saa. I was in Yanka say amen.
Amen.